Hey guys, Jonathan here, and we're just going to get right into the workout today. We're doing back and triceps. Right now, you're seeing that I'm warming up with dumbbell rows because that's the exercise we're going to start with. So, right now, warming up like sets of 15 to 20, just a few sets. And as you can see, you've never seen this person before who I'm recording. This is my friend Ryan, and he decided to jump in the workout with me today. So, we're starting off with a dumbbell row. So we're going to go heavy on this. We're going to be doing 5 sets of 8 to 10 reps. Now this exercise is going to target your lats, mainly your lats, but it's also going to be targeting your rhomboids. The most efficient way to do this exercise is to stretch your lat far at the bottom. What this is going to do, it's going to allow you to incorporate much more muscle fibers than you were if you didn't stretch it far enough at the bottom. I'm only focusing on that stretch and the contraction at the top. Now my friend here, he's using no momentum whatsoever. He has his hand placed on the wall for support, and he's only focusing on his lat and his rhomboids. Second exercise for back is going to be a pull-up. It's going to be body weight, so no weighted at all. It's going to target your lats and your traps. Mainly your lats, but your secondary muscles is going to be your traps. We're going to be doing 5 sets to failure. And what failure is, it's as many reps as you possibly can. As you can see, I'm actually doing this more in a robotic, very controlled, slow way. This is going to allow you to isolate your lats and as well as your traps. It's going to really help you with your mind-muscle connection. If you guys do not know what a mind-muscle connection is, it's basically the connection you have with your muscles when they're contracting and stretching to resistance that you're using when you're working out. So when the lactic acid is building up, the burn sensation, that's going to be your mind-muscle connection that you're going to be feeling during this set. Third exercise for back is going to be a behind the head lat pull down, and we're going to be supersetting that with the reverse grip lat pull down. Now for the behind the head lat pull down, it's going to put a lot more emphasis on the traps, rear delts, and rhomboids. It's going to target your lat, but more of your traps and rear delts and rhomboids. Now we're going to be doing 3 sets in total and 10 reps in total for each exercise. So as you can see, I'm on my last few reps, and I'm going to transition into a reverse grip lat pull down. Now, for this reverse grip lat pull down, it's mainly going to isolate your lats. It's going to work on the width of your back. So whenever you're doing something like a front lat spread, it's going to have that wideness to your back. That's what this exercise it's going to mainly focus on. As you can see, my friend, he's doing the behind the head lat pull down, targeting the more of them traps and rear delts and rhomboids, and he transitions straight into the superset, which is the reverse grip lat pull down, all the way down to his chest. And it's important to get that stretch at the top to use that full range of motion to your benefit. Fourth exercise for back, we moved into a cable low row. Now this is mainly going to target your traps, but it's also going to be targeting your teres major, your lats, and your rhomboids. This exercise is great for your inner back. Now we're going to be doing 5 sets of 8 reps with a drop set of 8 reps. Now when you're doing the first 8 reps, pick more of a challenging weight, so when you go down to the drop set, you're going to be breaking down as much muscle fibers as you possibly can. Now remember, when doing this exercise, do not try to use your biceps when you pull it. What I try to do, I try to think of bringing my elbows behind my lats. I do not think of my biceps whatsoever when I'm doing this exercise, and that's very important. Now Ryan here is finishing the last few reps of his first set. Now he's going to drop the weight, and he's going to use perfect form. I mean, he was using perfect form before, but this is the definition of perfect form on this exercise. Now watch this form really closely. He pulls the weight all the way back to his sternum, and he flexes his inner back. And at the same time, when he releases the weight and he does the eccentric, he flexes his tricep, allowing more engagement in the lat, letting it stretch more to get as much muscle breakdown as possible. The fifth and final exercise for back is going to be a cable single arm pullover. This exercise is really going to isolate your lats and your serratus anterior. We're going to be doing 3 sets of 15 reps with this exercise. Now when you do this exercise, it's very important to get the full benefit of it. So you're going to be stretching your lat as far as possible when you come up, and you're going to be flexing it as hard as possible when you come down with it. So as you can see, Ryan here is stretching at the top and contracting at the bottom as hard as possible. First exercise for triceps is going to be weighted dips. Now when performing this exercise, it's going to target all the heads of the tricep. So you're going to be targeting the lateral, medial, and the long head of the tricep. Now when performing this exercise, you're going to be doing 5 sets of 8 repetitions with the drop set of 8 repetitions. So 8 reps with weighted and 8 reps either body weight or assisted. Now, right now I'm doing body weight dips. I'm actually going to perform 8 repetitions. So when you do this exercise, complete it with full range of motion as I am doing right now. This is going to allow you to use that to your advantage and break down as much muscle fiber as humanly possible, because you don't want to half-ass reps and half-ass the gains that you can possibly be getting in the future. Second exercise for triceps is going to be a dumbbell skull crusher superset with a Tate press. Now the dumbbell skull crusher is going to put a lot more emphasis on the lateral head of the tricep. Now when you switch over to the Tate press is going to put a lot more emphasis on the medial and as well as that long head of the tricep. So each exercise works a different portion of the tricep, but the superset altogether is going to target all the heads of the tricep. Now for these exercises, you're doing 5 sets, 10 reps each exercise. When you're doing the skull crusher, try to keep your elbows as tucked in as possible, because what that's going to allow you to do, it's going to allow you to isolate that lateral head as much as possible. But once you get into the Tate press, it's fine to flare your elbows out, and because that's the point of the exercise. You have to flare your elbows out and really focus on that medial and long head of the tricep. For the third exercise, we're doing rope extensions, superset with overhead rope extensions. Now, since this is a superset, obviously we're going to be targeting every head of the tricep, because on the first one, for the rope extensions, we're going to be targeting the lateral head of the tricep. Now, right as we go into the overhead rope extensions, we're going to be putting most of the emphasis on that medial and long head of the tricep. Now, for this exercise, we're doing 3 sets of 10 reps each exercise. So 10 reps for the regular rope extensions and 10 reps for the overhead rope extensions. Here's the last clip of today's tricep workout. It's my friend Chris finishing off triceps. He's doing that rope extension, and look how his elbows are tucked in. That's very, very good for this exercise because it's going to put the most emphasis on the lateral head of the tricep. Now when he switches over to the overhead rope extension, he's going to keep his elbows tucked in at the beginning and then flare them out. This is going to put the most emphasis on the long and medial head of the tricep. I hope you guys enjoyed this back and tricep workout. We didn't get to do what we wanted to do, like deadlifts or anything like that, because it was so crowded at the gym today. But nevertheless, just drop a like if you really enjoyed this workout and give it a try. Please subscribe, and I'll see you guys next Friday with a new video. Peace.